Hi everybody, it's Nancy again, and we're back in my kitchen. It's about day 3 now of working from home, and as I've been trying to do most nights, I try and film if I'm making something for dinner, because you guys seem to really like that. So tonight, though, I have to admit, it's a bit of a stretch for me. It is straight hair, don't care, self-isolating realness happening here. So tonight, dinner is all about being easy, easy, easy. So that being said, I have a 14-year-old, so I need something hearty as well. So I went into my cupboards because I just could not stomach the thought of a trip to the grocery store unnecessarily at this point in my life. So I went into my cupboards, and what I found was ingredients to make kind of a jacked up mac and cheese tonight. So I'm thinking tonight we are going to make a chicken, bacon, mac and cheese. It's nice and hearty. It's also very simple. So let me show you what we've got in the way of ingredients, okay? Okay, so when I went in the cupboard, I found one of these Cracker Barrel mac and cheese kits. Winston, seriously, dog, stop. Cracker Barrel mac and cheese kits. These are really, really good. Nikki actually told me about these, and I tried them, and my son loved them. So we're going to use one of those as sort of the base for our mac and cheese. I've got some frozen green peas. I've got some red pepper flakes, some black pepper. This is bacon. I'm going to fry up a few strips of bacon nice and crisp, drain off all the oil. And then thawing in my little pitcher over here, this is my way of speed thawing. I have in a plastic Ziploc bag, I've got 2 chicken breasts that are frozen that are doing kind of a speed defrost. So we're going to get those cooking as soon as I can pry them apart, and we're going to make a jacked up chicken mac and cheese tonight. So come along for the ride. Okay, so if you're not entirely familiar with these, let me just show you what we've got here. So this is your little bag, and there's a few different flavors that they come in. And when you take it out of the bag, or when you open the package, you'll find here's your cheese sauce mixture. This is breadcrumbs that go kind of on the top of your, because this is like an oven baked mac and cheese. Winston, ugh. Calgon, take me away. And then there is a seasoning packet that you use as well. Okay, so that's sort of everything that comes in there, and then you've got all your little noodles in there. So I've got some water on the boil on the stove for our noodles. I'm heating our non-stick skillet so we can fry our bacon. Let's do that. Okay, so apologies for not filming more of the cooking of the bacon, but I have the most sensitive smoke detector in all of history. So every time I cook bacon, it doesn't matter what I do, even if I put a lid on it, the smoke detector goes off. So, but I have my 3 strips of bacon cooked crisp. And I'm just going to chop them up kind of fine. Think bacon bits is all you're really trying to accomplish. And we're just going to pop those into a little glass bowl here. Now, our chicken breasts have thawed, and I'm going to turn my heat back on. Only got 2 chicken breasts in here, okay? And we're just going to put them right in the pan. I dumped most of the bacon fat out of there because we didn't really need the extra fat. You don't want the extra fat. We're gonna put a lid on that, and we're gonna let those chicken breasts cook through, okay? So you can see our water here is at a rolling boil, so I'm gonna take our noodle packet. Yep, dump it in. It's really hard to film when you're one-handed, guys, I have to admit. So we're gonna give that a stir, and we're just gonna cook it as we would any macaroni noodle, probably 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, macaroni noodles are bubbling away, and as you can see here in our chicken skillet, chicken is getting some nice colors. Just keep turning it from one side to another until it's thoroughly cooked through. And because I am that girl that just likes to fly by the seat of her pants, I've decided that I am going to add some onion to this recipe as well. I think I'm going to, when the chicken breasts are mostly cooked through, I'm going to take one yellow onion that you can see sitting there. I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to throw it into the mix. Okay, macaroni is looking almost there. Our chicken is looking good too. I've got a little white wine here. I'm just going to throw it in to kind of deglaze the pan a bit. Don't have to use wine. Use water, use stock, whatever. And at this point, I'm going to toss in our onions. And give those a mix and start getting those sauteed down. Okay, everything's coming together here. So we've got our macaroni noodles, which are cooked and drained. And I'm going to add some butter, 2 tablespoons, just following the package directions for now. Get that melted. About a half a cup of 2% milk. And our seasoning packet. Stir. Now I'm going to open our cheese sauce packet. And I'm going to squeeze that in. It's a bit like Cheese Whiz, only I think thicker. So squeeze hard and okay. Put the heat on low, and I'm just going to stir this whole thing until that cheese sauce melts. Okay, cut the heat on that. So here is our noodles, looking nice and creamy. Everything is melted, it's thickened up great. So I'm just going to cut the heat on that. I have taken our chicken breasts and I cut each of them in half just to make sure that they were fully cooked inside, because you don't want to mess around with chicken. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take those chicken breasts, I'm going to chop them up kind of fine, and then I'm going to add the chicken and the onions and our peas and some hot pepper, and we're going to mix it all together, and then we're going to put it into a casserole dish that's been sprayed with some non-stick cooking spray. Okay, so here is our chopped, shredded, minced, whatever you'd like to call it, chicken. I really should have used a bigger pot. Oh well, we'll make it. Okay, into the pot. To that, we are adding our onions that have been sauteed and any juices that are still left in the pan. We've got our crumbled bacon from before. In it goes. we've got about a cup, maybe a cup and a quarter of frozen green peas. Okay, no way I'm gonna be able to mix this. I'm gonna use a bigger bowl. There we go. Muy bien. That is looking pretty fine, I'd have to say. Little dash of hot pepper flakes. All right. Into the casserole dish it goes. We're just going to sprinkle the top with our breadcrumb mixture that comes with the kit. Go, and it's going to go into a 400-degree oven for how long? 10 minutes. Excellent. Okay, into a 400-degree oven we go. Be back in 10. Okay, so while we're just waiting for the last few minutes of cooking here, just some ideas about other things that you could sub into that dish if you were so inclined. So roasted red peppers would be delicious in there. Mushrooms, I would love to add mushrooms, but my son just hates them, so I don't bother. Also, if you have canned tomatoes, either just stewed diced tomatoes or those Elmer Accents tomatoes that you can get that have the flavorings, those are really good too. Artichoke hearts would be really good in that as well. I suppose you could even do something like that using cooked shrimp instead of cooked chicken if you had it. I'm always a fan of adding olives, green or black. And of course you could add more cheese on top if you wanted it to be super, super cheesy. But we're just gonna eat it as is tonight. Okay, our oven has finished and I'm gonna pop it out now and see. Oh man, does that look good? Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. So as you can see, the top is golden brown and the sauce is absolutely bubbling. So we're going to go to the plate. And there you have it, an amped up, jacked up chicken bacon mac and cheese that came together pretty easy in under 30 minutes. Hope to see you guys again. Bye. Okay folks, so this is my darling son Andrew. Say hi.
Hi.
And he just ate the amped up chicken bacon mac and cheese for supper. He ate his portion and then he went back for seconds, which included the entire...
It wasn't the entire.
The entire portion that was left over of... So tell me, honestly, what did you think?
Oh, it was great. It was great.
It was great. What did you like about it?
Bacon, it was cheese, and it's mac and cheese, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Anything you would have put in it different?
More bacon.
More bacon. Spoken like my son. Okay, well, thank you, Andrew, for your honest and fair review.
Yep. What about Winston?